Sometimes I feel so underdressed. Hello.
Hi.
Mena Suvari is in the Hangout.
Wow, technology. This is cool.
Gorgeous, Mena. Yes, technology at its best. We love it because there's no more 6 degrees of separation. You know who we had the other day? We had Kevin Bacon.
Oh,
in the
nice.
Hangout. So everyone's
Wonderful.
bacon number was like.
I worked with him on a film called Beauty Shop, so
Oh,
I have no separation.
You're. Is that a 1 or a 0? No, that would be one.
That's a big
Yes.
One, yeah.
that would be
Kevin would be
number 1.
0.
Now we have a Mena number 1. Good morning, you guys. We are hanging out here at the Fox 11 Newsroom here in Los Angeles. If you're just joining us, make sure you plus and comment, please, and share the link if you could do that. That way everybody knows that we're hanging out with Mena. And if you have a question, tag me or anyone in the Hangout, and we'll get it to her. I'm watching the stream, so just send me your questions. All right, let me quickly introduce you to everybody.
Okay.
This is Ayub. He's hanging out with us from England. He's in Leicester.
Hello, love England.
Jimmy and Cordell are in Koreatown here in Los Angeles.
Oh, hello.
And we've got Joe.
Shout out to LA.
Yes, Joe is in Maui right now.
Oh, wow.
I know, so jealous.
Let's see some.
He just showed us the sunrise. Maybe
Yeah,
he'll show
come
us his
on.
ocean view in a little bit.
Oh, wow.
Justin is in Brighton. He's also along the coast there in England.
Hello.
Hi.
Justin is in Calgary, Canada.
Hi, Mina.
Cold. Is it cold?
Yeah, it's still cold.
I know.
Pretty in there.
Sorry, Kempton, but it's 70-something degrees here in LA.
Yeah.
Oh.
Stacy's in Wilmington, North
Oh,
Carolina.
Nice.
And we've got Trev, who is also in the UK. He is in Yorkshire.
Oh, yeah.
Hi.
And hello to you guys. Hello, world. I see you. And Mena is here today to talk about a new show called Stalkers.
Yes.
It's on Lifetime.
It's on Lifetime. It premieres here this Saturday, the 13th at 8 o'clock. And,
Awesome. You actually, I would think that somebody would be stalking you in this movie, but no, actually,
no.
you play the stalker.
I play the crazy
the
stalker.
crazy lady.
But I don't know. I think that's sometimes it's no surprise to people.
No?
Yeah. I think because they can see that quality in me. I don't know. But it was definitely a different type of thing to consider and take on.
I was going to ask you because I think I heard you say in another interview that this was based on a true story. Is that right?
Yes. So Stalkers, our film, is based on a book called Whisper of Fear by Rhonda Saunders. And Rhonda is a criminal prosecutor who helped to pass the first stalking law in 1991 here in California. And in her book Whisper of Fear, she talks about one particular case where a woman was stalking another woman for a period of time and living underneath her house.
Oh my God.
It became pretty traumatic and violent.
It's actually more prevalent than we think, and it isn't just celebrities.
No, not at all.
These are like regular people. I mean, think about General Petraeus. Isn't that what happened? Tony, correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't there a woman who stalked another woman because she thought she was...
Yeah, she thought she was involved with it.
Right. So she was sending her nasty emails and, like, these are regular people. I mean,
that's something
just
just
weird.
Kind of
snaps
in a way.
Wow. I know you guys have some questions. Ayub, yes, go ahead.
Well, my question regarding the movie is, have you ever had any experience with stalkers yourself? I'm pretty sure you probably have, but...
No, and that's the thing.
Oh, no.
It's a great question, and, I came to think about that beforehand, and I really haven't had anything significant like that in my life, and it's shocking. So I was thinking either I had no idea something like that was going on, or I've just been... lucky in some way. But it's certainly not an invitation that I'm sending out to anybody saying that.
Yeah, no, it's actually a really dangerous situation, and we hear about it in the news all the time. Jimmy and Cordell, yes, go ahead.
Okay, so American Beauty is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Absolutely.
What was it like preparing for that role? And then my other comment is, if they do an autobiography of Madonna, I think you should play her.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Can you sing and dance?
Yes, I'm definitely open to doing that.
That would be so awesome.
Thank you for the flattering comment. With American Beauty, I mean, I was very young at the time. I actually was, oh my God, it was like 18.
1999.
Worked on a project, And so, you know, I had worked on the film American Pie beforehand, so I had like a kind of ensemble studio experience. But, you know, I had no real concept of the business and what, you know, it really kind of meant. I was just very green in the industry, but you know, I had such an amazing opportunity working with like Sam Mendes and people like Conrad Hall and, you know, Kevin Spacey and Annette Bening and Chris Cooper, and everybody was Peter Gallagher. Everybody was just so, you know, wonderful and you know, took care of me on set. And yeah, it was a very, very special experience. But I think it's safe to say that, you know, now I definitely approach material in a completely different way because I was just so young then.
How did you approach then the Stalkers script?
Well, after we worked with Mark
the book,
Tonderai, who just worked with Jennifer Lawrence on House at the End of the Street, and he's an amazing director, and he gave us what he called the Bible, you know, which was just chock full of all types of information. And then aside from you know, reading Whisper of Fear, I also found this amazing book called The Psychology of Stalking, which you know, kind of
it maps it out for you.
Absolutely everything that you could think of. So, you know, it really tried to, you know, try and pinpoint exactly where Ivy was coming from, because there's so many different mentalities. You know, you can go from being, like you were mentioning earlier, somewhat kind of normal, or you're kind of more, you know, psychopathic, or, you know, might have a exactly.
Right. Who had a question? Justin, was it you that had a question or your hand up? Kempton? Yes. Go ahead,
I have a question. Okay. Yeah, Mena, another question on American Beauty. You were nominated and won a whole bunch of awards with that film. Afterwards, did you find it a challenge to find other film roles that you want to do? Like, did that set a really high benchmark for you afterwards?
Well, I had the honor of being nominated for a BAFTA, but you know, it was important to me to always follow my own passion for, you know, why I do what I do. And when I first moved out to Los Angeles and was pursuing acting, I was always more drawn to the more complex roles. And so, you know, I didn't want to just kind of be, you know, a pretty face or like the hot chick in a movie. You know, I wanted to do things that were really
layers
and
complexities,
exactly, and multifaceted, and you know, that really you know, challenged me, and so that was something that kind of drew me into material that at the time was found more in independent filmmaking. And so, you know, I worked on films like Spun with Jonas Ackerlund, and a movie called Sunny that Nicolas Cage directed, and you know, so just things that I felt like gave me the opportunity to learn more about myself at the same time, and not just be working for like a paycheck.
Who did I miss? Ayub? Yes, go ahead.
Just speaking to what you said about not wanting to just be a pretty face, how did it make you feel when you were voted in the FHM Most Beautiful Celebrities list?
I know, you know, I mean, that's very sweet.
Sure,
and it's funny because I actually was at an event last night, and there were a couple other actresses who I think are absolutely beautiful, and we found ourselves in this conversation where, you know, people are just kind of mentioning like how they see themselves in their work and you know, in their own life. And I think like we all have our own insecurities, and like I you know, I don't like see myself like that, but you know, it's an honor. It's sweet, you know.
Now, spending the time that you have now in this industry, I mean, you've been doing it for a number of years now. Have you gone
20
into
years.
writing? Can you believe that? I can't believe it.
God.
To say.
I'm exhausted.
Have you gone into writing and producing your own material? Like, has that been
not just
your mind?
yet? Yeah, a lot of people have kind of, you know, pointed that out to me. I think you know, writing, and I would love to produce. I think I'm that type of person. I think I'd be really good at it. And as far as directing, I mean, I would be really open to it. I would love to start with something kind of small and to sink my teeth into.
That'd be great.
And, yeah, it'd be nice to venture out.
That would be awesome. Who did I miss? Yes, Cordell, go ahead.
Okay, so I have a follow-up to that. You should produce, direct yourself.
For Madonna movie.
Or, you know, you can always do the Sharon Stone autobiography too.
You guys are so funny. You're so funny. Okay, so Stalkers is on Lifetime, and the other stars on Stalkers I saw is it Henry Simmons?
Yes, and Jodie Lynn O'Keefe,
yes.
Dre DeMatteo,
Yes,
Lou
that's right.
Lauren.
Dre DeMatteo from
Great
Sopranos.
cast.
Yes. So check it out. It's on April 13th, which is this weekend.
Saturday.
This Saturday. Mena, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Hanging out with us.
Woo!
Photo.
Photo.
Okay, here's the camera. Okay, ready?
Oh, I'm looking at the camera and you're not. Wait.
Look at that one. Look at that camera.
Okay, cheese.
I love the
That's
sound.
funny.
That's hilarious.
I'm new to this.
It's universal paparazzi.
Social media?
Yeah, I mean, I'm on Twitter.
You are?
Yeah,
Oh, what's
I remember
your-
the day I got on Twitter.
What-
It was
what
like,
is your-
it's changing the world.
What's your Twitter address?
It's my name with 13 in the middle, so Mena 13 Suvari.
At Mena 13 Suvari. What is the significance of 13?
13 is my lucky number. It's the
It
day I
is.
was born, and
Mm.
it's the time I was born, 7:13 in the morning, and it seems to follow me.
Oh, wow. So
It's lucky to me. I know a lot of people are, superstitious
No, I
about
love
it.
lucky 13.
Yeah.
Very
13
supportive
black.
of me.
So go ahead and tweet the photos, you guys, at Mena 13 Suvari. Okay?
Guys, nice to
Yeah.
meet
You
you.
do it.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is the Google Hangout. You should do
Thanks.
it. It's fun. There's a lot.
Aw,
of
thank
stuff.
you.
Thank you.
Jerry Ryan, who just loves it, and they
Yeah.
who was here 2 weeks
I'm gonna
ago.
be like, hey, you in Paris, go outside right now. I'm sure we like.
That's what we do. There's a guy that hangs out with us. Yeah.